Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to be doing the detail work on this. I'm going to be doing the sides and just the little cuts and curves of this Pip Boy. So first I'm going to set together the pieces to do the little details just on the top part of the Pip Boy and let that sit while I do some work on the details of the long part of the Pip Boy where the lights go. Alright, so I'm just going to be cutting into it to pick out the little lengths of it. I do believe I get my Dremel out a little bit later because it is a little bit fiddly to just be cutting them out with the tiny little... Alright, so now I'm adding the little bits to just close off the long part that I just cut the grooves into so that it's just all cohesive and just looks really cleaner than what it does right now. Now I'm just trying to really clean everything up because when I paint this, it's going to need to look very, very flawless. I mean, that's my main goal, and I really hope that goal happens. As this is a first time build, I'm hoping that it does look really good because I'm very worried that the paint will just not help it at all. Alright, so now I'm starting to do those top parts of the decorations on the top of the Pip Boy. I'm just making everything really even and smooth, well, at least attempting. And now I'm cutting them slightly equal parts, not really. The two end bits are smaller than the middle piece because the middle piece needs to be, you know, what I'm doing. Basically, they need to be slanted on both sides, so it needs to be a little bit longer than the other two. And I do go get my Dremel to help make this a little bit more clear as well. Alright, so as you can see, I did get my Dremel out. It was not as clean as I had liked it with cutting them out, so I'm just going to Dremel out and make everything a little bit smoother and more together. Alright, so you can see I glued everything on there. They look really, really good. I'm really happy with them, especially with the Dremel. As you can see, there is a few things that need to be added on, which I will be adding. I do need the little turny thing, the lights. But for the most part, I'm pretty impressed with it, considering it's my first time doing something like this. It is a little bit bigger than I had what I would have liked, but at least people will notice it. What I'm gonna do now is clean up around the top of it there, or I guess where the armhole is. Because of the foam there, it looks very stagnant. It needs a little bit of detail to help bring it all together. So I'm just taking equal-sized squares that will fit all the way around to help close up everything and make everything a little bit more seamless looking. Trying to make everything so seamless is quite difficult, I find. But I feel like I did a pretty decent job considering the foam and the glue and how it all works. I really like this kind of glue because it does fill holes where holes need to be. Alright, now I'm making the little meter that tells you how much radiation you have from the Fallout 3 Pip Boy. So I just need a nice circle size from foam, and I also had gone online and printed an image of it actually, and is going to add it to it. So it's going to look pretty good. So when I do go to paint this though, I am going to be covering the little blank spot where the image will be seen with some paint tape. The little image that I did print for this little part, I should have just, used the whole image with the little metal, but I kind of want to make the details real anyway, with little screw heads and stuff. So, I used a visor to make the glass for the little thing. So be very careful if you do anything like this. Do not cut yourself. Now that all the pieces are cut out, I'm going to use the glue and let it set and glue all these pieces together to glue onto the